really want an orange right now.
All right, try here, but I got you, buddy. Here you go.
You'll get me it? No, yeah. But like I really want it, but like I hate peeling it.
You hate peeling it?
Yeah, it just gets really messy.
Okay.
And I have nails. It'll get like underneath them.
Tough luck, buddy. Go ahead and do her.
You're not gonna peel it for me?
Dude, okay. As if I don't do enough.
Seriously?
Yeah, I'm being for real. Okay?
You can't peel this orange for me.
Dude, I ask you to do things all the time.
I do everything. I just did your laundry.
No.
And you can't peel this for me?
Dude, come on, man.
Seriously?
No. Figure your life out, dude. It's not all about what your man can do for you. It's about what you can do for yourself, right?
No, but like a good boyfriend would peel this for me.
Right,
or like do something for me that I'm perfectly capable of. Obviously I can peel this, but like if you were...
a great boyfriend would tell you to do it yourself. I'm not a good boyfriend. I'm a great one. And I'm trying to make you strong and independent and build you up as a female.
Well, that's the point.
That's
I can do it myself, but like the point is that you would do it for me.
Yeah.
As like an act of service.
But then you wake up and you realize, you know, that you can actually just do it yourself. And like you're not even that special. That's the thing. It's like get that in your skull, dude. Like you're really not that special.
Okay, then I'll just peel this orange for myself then.
Alright, go ahead. Oh, took you long enough.
That's gotta be fake. That has to be fake. You're not even that special to your girlfriend. That's a bit of a crazy thing to say. Is there a point to that? What was the challenge? I get my boyfriend to peel my orange challenge?
Yeah, I'll show you what the theory is after.
Okay.
What is... Watching that video, what is your opinion on that? What is your opinion on what she was asking him to do, and what's your opinion on the way he reacted?
I think he knows that he was being put on TikTok. And so to not make himself look like a fool on TikTok, he made her look stupid. That's what I think happened.
So you're telling me she said, I really want an orange, but I don't want to peel it. And he says, don't worry, babe, I'll peel it for you. You reckon he's going to look silly on TikTok for peeling an orange for his girlfriend?
Oh, I don't know what the challenge is. Maybe he'll...
It's not really a challenge. It's not like it's a theory. It's
a theory?
Yeah, it's
about
a theory.
Peeling oranges. Can you tell me what the theory is?
No, because I want to know your opinion on that in exchange and interaction before I show you the theory.
I would have reacted the same way.
You would have. So your girlfriend, forget cameras for a minute.
No, because I think he saw the camera, so I reacted.
Right, forget cameras for a minute.
If there's no cameras, she wants to peel an orange, no problem.
You'll peel it.
I'll peel it happily.
Would you off your own initiative? But so she's sitting there, go, I really fancy an orange. Would you sit there and go, I'll get you an orange? And she says, yeah, but I don't really want to peel it. Would you say, don't worry, I'll peel it for you?
What do you think? You know me. Do you think I would or I wouldn't?
I think you would, yes. Yeah. But I'm asking you.
If you asked me to peel you an orange, but I saw it like your phone like this, I'd say peel it your fucking self.
Really?
I'd look at the phone like, you trying to put me on TikTok? I'm not going on TikTok. Peel it yourself. Now the camera's down, your phone's not near you, I'll peel it, no problem.
So you've seen this guy go peel your own fucking orange, and then you've seen another video of a guy go, don't worry babe, I'll peel it for you. You think the one saying peel your own fucking orange looks better than the guy saying don't worry babe, I'll peel it for you?
I'm not interested in who looks better here. What my problem is why is she recording it? I want to know what the theory is. That's what's bugging me.
But it's just strange that you would act up like that just because there's a camera rolling.
No, it's strange that you would ask me to peel a fruit and TikTok is running. That's the strange thing here. If you ask me to do most things, I'll say yeah. But if you ask me, Mike, can you open that door? I'm be like, no, open it yourself. What are you doing? Put the phone down. Then I'll open it. What you put me on TikTok for?
Let's say he didn't know the camera was rolling. Is he an arsehole for the way he acted?
Yeah, obviously. When you talk to your girlfriend like that, you're not even... First of all, if my girlfriend asked me to do most things for her, I'd say yes, as long as they're within reason. Oranges are obviously within reason. She's got new, freshly done nails. Happy to do that, no problem. I wouldn't even think about it. Just take it from her and do it. I probably would have given it to her peeled anyway. So if there was no phone involved, yes, I would do it. No questions asked.
If you're experienced, I don't think he acted like that because he knew the camera was rolling.
Well, we don't know. It's just a voice behind the camera. What is the theory?
Because she looked genuinely taken aback by the way he acted, and the way she was touching the orange, you could see she was genuinely frustrated.
I don't believe her. Personally.
No, but as a person who I know the way I act when I'm frustrated, I could see that. I could see that trait in her.
Well, I mean, I'm sorry, yeah. If you ask me to do something and I notice you wearing holding a camera, I'm gonna get angry. I'll get aggravated. If it's you, for example, because I know you quite well and I know you're probably not going to try to embarrass me, I might make a joke out of it. I won't say you ain't fucking special, but I might say, oh, peel yourself.
You know, if a guy ever said to me, peel your own fucking orange, I will break up with him.
On the spot. Even if you're holding the camera up to him like that and he could see it.
Not on the spot, but I'd gauge whether, cameras away, I would gauge whether he is being serious or not. And if he's in that mindset of peel your own fucking orange, I'm sorry, that's not the man for me. That's not for me.
Yeah, well, like I said, if my girlfriend asked me to peel her an orange, I'm not even gonna think about it. I'll be on autopilot. I would have peeled it already.
Yeah.
But if my girlfriend goes, peel that orange for me, I'm gonna be like, I'm not the prick here. You're the prick.
Well, I saw a video last night and this girl was recording and she was squirting ketchup on the worktop and was going to her boyfriend clean it. And he was like, okay. And he stood there and cleaned it and done it proper. And it's like he didn't actually just be like, no, you fucking clean it.
He could
just
see himself
cleaned
being
it.
recorded.
I know, but then like you're saying, if we're taking that notion and you can see you're being recorded, you'd be like, clean it yourself.
Yeah, why are you trying to embarrass me on TikTok?
But then that guy cleaned it.
Yeah, he's a moron.
So you're contradicting yourself.
No, I'm not. I'm not on that guy's side. If I see the camera and you're making a mess, I'm going to say clean it.
All right, let me show you the theory.
This orange peel theory is blowing my mind. And if you're not familiar with this orange peel theory, let me try to explain it to you. When you eat an orange, you obviously have to peel it in order to eat it. Now, do I like to peel the orange? The answer is absolutely not, for various reasons. It gets in my nails, the smell, the texture, etc. Now, I have people in my life that already know I don't like to peel that orange. And then I have new people in my life, or they just haven't learned this about me. And I'll be like, hey, can you peel this orange? And they have the option to be like, no, you weirdo. Or yeah, no questions asked. Now, that little gesture speaks volumes, and this orange peel theory applies to every aspect in your life for all the things that you are fully capable of doing, you just don't really care to do. So to have a counter, whether that is a partner, family, friends, coworker, etc., that knows that about you or learns it about you and is like, yeah, she doesn't like to do this, like, I'll do it for you. That speaks so deep, just to such a deep level of gratitude and appreciation. And it just helps on the days that you just want to be taken care of in a small way. That means so much.
Okay, well, all of that would be fine if you weren't holding the camera.
Yeah.
The orange pill theory doesn't work because of TikTok's existence. If a woman wants me to open the door for her, I'll do it. If a woman wants me to carry her shopping bags, I will do it. If she wants me to peel her orange, I'll do it. But if you're holding a camera during all of those things, I'm going to look at you sideways.
Does she have to ask you to do it for you to do it, or do
No.
you do it off your own initiative?
I do it off my own initiative. I've always been like that, but if I notice you holding the camera, I'm gonna get annoyed first of all, because anyone that knows me knows that I wouldn't appreciate something like that. And secondly, you're trying to put me on TikTok for all these other women to judge and be like, oh, he's not the one for you.
I get it, but I think for right now, for this discussion, I don't want it to be about being recorded and posted on TikTok. I just want it to be about the concept of the video.
The concept is fine. The problem's TikTok.
Yeah.
So I believe that men should be taking out the garbage.
Yeah.
Should be opening the door. Should be carrying the bags, and generally taking care of their woman, right? But if she has a camera up doing all of that, then no.
Yeah, because I think, forget about the camera. There is genuinely men out there who are just not that way inclined and are not.
Well, she's a donut for dating.
So, like, for example, there was one guy who I spoke to before, and I told him, like, beforehand that I like chivalry and stuff. So I like a guy that gets my car door, things like that. And he actually said to me, I ain't getting your car door, am I a fucking slave? And I just thought to myself,
It's a bit of
okay,
an overreaction.
I can understand why certain people wouldn't like to do it, but I don't look at it as you're being a slave for me. I look at it as a romantic gesture, or a man taking care of a woman, making sure she's in the car, she's safe. I've put her in there. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. I'm just big on a guy that is gonna really look after and take care of his woman, like the sort of thing of, if there was like a puddle, pick me up and carry me so I'm not walking through that puddle, or if I'm cold, give me your jacket. The guy walking on the other side of the street. And I think that there's a lot of guys out there who aren't like that and don't have to be like that. There's a lot of women who probably don't like all of that sort of chivalrous stuff, but me personally, I do.
I don't believe those women.
And they don't like it.
All women love chivalry.
No, I think it depends on your upbringing. Genuinely, it depends on your upbringing. So the people who do it and the people who don't would have had different upbringings. The girls who like it and the girls who don't would have had different upbringings. And it's what you're exposed to. And I think for me, with the way I've grown up, I like it and I long for it. And when a guy's not like that with me, it pushes me away. I don't like it.
Yeah, I understand that. Again, I don't believe that there are women that don't like it. I think there's women that haven't been exposed to it or been exposed to the right men. I think when you grow up around very negative men or men that don't treat women right, you get this idea, so you put your back up. Chivalry doesn't exist to you. So when a man's being nice to you and holding his hand out, immediately you bite. But I think when these women meet the right man, that's picking them up, that's taking them out, that's holding the door for them, every woman likes it. It's nice to be treated nicely.
I wouldn't say every. I wouldn't.
No, they don't. I believe they don't know.
No, I think some of them might know and still not like it. I've met girls that are literally like, they will vomit at the thought of anything romantic.
I'm just going to say...
They don't like it.
No, but chivalry doesn't necessarily have to be romantic. It's just basic considerations sometimes. If you don't like your man being chivalrous towards you, I don't think you should be in a relationship personally. It's basic consideration to do those things for women. Like, I'll give you guys an example, right? Like, so, Sabi's not my girlfriend, but the other day you told me that you really wanted donuts, right? And I bought Krispy Kreme donuts. I'm not saying that to get praise or whatever. It's just this. I believe it's the men that I've grown up around. It's not something that I think about. It's how I believe men should behave. My friends, I wouldn't say they're the most traditional, but they have quite traditional values, I think, when it comes to treating women. And it's just normal to me to hear, not all women, like obviously if it's just some random, I'm not going to do random shit for a random woman, but if it's a friend or my girlfriend or someone I'm close with and they say something to me, I always listen to what they're saying and I try to take it on board. Or if I'm out with somebody that I'm close with, I always treat them very differently to the men. I don't think you should treat men and women the same. So it just doesn't make sense to me that a man wouldn't be chivalrous to a woman. It doesn't compute.
Yeah, there's a lot out there that aren't though. Like there's some that just really, it's just not in their nature. And I know that I am the way I am because of the way my dad was. I tried the orange peel theory on him last night. And I just said to him, I really want an orange. I really don't want to peel it. And he was about to walk upstairs with 2 cups of teas in his hand. He literally put the teas on the table. He was like, what do you want? Do you want a satsuma or do you want an orange? And went straight into the kitchen, peeled it, put it in a bowl for me, brought it out. Even took the white bits off because that shit's nasty. You know what I'm saying? Like, no question about it. No, go get your own orange, or I'm tired, I've been at work all day. Just which one do you want? Do you want these ones? And like simple things, like when I was younger, if I was eating a packet of sweets and I was finished, he would just put his hand out so he could take the rubbish from me so I'm not carrying the rubbish.
Yeah.
That's so cute. But people look at me like I'm too demanding or asking for too much because I like that stuff. I'm not saying you have to do it, but do I find it that I'll fall in love if you do that shit?
Well, I think that the counter to that is that unfortunately, I think your dad grew up in an age where women behaved more feminine. And I think a lot of the guys these days are being exposed to these baddies that behave like men. And so when there are very feminine women that come into their lives like you, they react as if you are one of these hood girls. And then it's this vicious cycle where some girls want chivalry, they're encountering arseholes, these arseholes are encountering these women. And it's just this, it's an endless loop. But I think my theory is, and it's the same mindset that I hold towards most things, is that I don't think you should bend to the negativity of those around you. I think you should behave the way you're supposed to and influence others to do so. So even though in this area there are a lot of girls around here that think they're baddies and they speak a certain way and act a certain way, I won't stoop to their level. You know, a lot of them like saying ick. That shit drives me up the wall. I could be nasty to them. It's not hard for me to verbally berate someone. But instead, I think it would be better for me to behave like a gentleman, and maybe if they see that, they will change their ways and not think that all guys are, you know, out to do wrong to them. Because the kinds of girls that I've met that reject chivalry, a lot of the time it's just come down to the fact that they've met some really bad men, and so they just think that all men behave like that.
I'll be honest with you, all of the guys that have been the most chivalrous and romantic with me personally have always been the ones that been the heartbreakers. Never been the ones that wants to be serious. For example, my ex was proper like that, and he cheated on me. They've always not been the best, and the ones that would actually like be a good boyfriend, the ones that I've never really fancied that much back, they're not chivalrous or romantic. You see what I'm saying? And it's that battle of it almost makes me think maybe you can't have it all, but I believe that you can have it all, and I want it all, and I'll get it all.
Well, and then you do believe that. You just
I gotta stay optimistic somewhere, but when I have a son, I'm gonna literally raise him to be a proper gentleman.
Yeah, as you should. You're gonna raise him to be a psycho, aren't you?
Every time I would, like, at the end of every night, when I had like heels on, my ex would always like take my heels off for me and like rub my feet.
Yeah, I mean those should
That's
be very
so cute.
those should be very standard things, but again,
Michael, people don't do it.
yeah, well, I mean, like we said, we just watched that UK baddest thing. We've seen how people behave nowadays.
You know what it is? I think for me, the reason why I get so pressed about it is because I will literally do anything for anyone, and I will do
Not
things. Anyone that
People
I
you
love
care
and care
about,
about. Yeah. So like, especially if it was like my boyfriend or my husband or something, I will be making sure that I'm doing everything just to make sure he is okay at all times. He wouldn't even have to ask. So for me, it's kind of like I want to be loved the same way that I'm willing to love someone. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't think that you should settle for less, personally. I've been in relationships before where I've settled for less, and it's never good because you get annoyed that you're doing a lot for someone, they're not doing a lot for you. So I think you need to meet someone that matches that energy. In this day and age of all these fucking dating apps, it's very difficult because the grass is always green on the other side to people. But there are still people out there that have like traditional, like somewhat conservative values, and they still treat women like that despite seeing all the bad women around them. I think it's important to not waver and just the red pill community in particular, like they really paint a negative image of women, and it's not that everything they say is untrue, because like we said, we just watched that UK baddest thing, and those women, you know, deserve to be in an actual correctional facility. But just because there's an abundance of women like that exist, I don't think I should change the way I behave and stop acting chivalrous towards women as a standard, as a default, because then all I'm doing is really playing into this culture where the men don't treat women like women and the women don't treat men like men.
Some men say like, oh, you need to show me that you're worthy of being treated that way before you can get treated that way. And it's like, okay, but then why is the girl gonna
Have said that to you?
do all of this stuff for you if she doesn't even know if you're gonna treat her the way she wants to be treated? Do you see what I'm saying?
Has someone said those words to you?
One guy I think said to me something along the lines of, I'm not just going to treat you like a princess straight away. I don't even know if you're worth being treated like a princess. And I just thought to myself, okay, well, I'm not going to go above and beyond now because you're already pushing me away, because you're not treating me with that initial, I don't know, the way I want to be treated.
I think that what he said to you is a bit mad. It's okay to think in your head, I'm going to have a wall up because maybe you don't want to give yourself up to a guy you don't know, but you don't say to him, I ain't giving you sex until you do X, Y, and Z. You don't voice those things. When you
but it should be natural. The way you treat people should be natural.
Well, there should be basic respect to begin with. If you're treating someone with basic respect and you're dating somebody, naturally you're going to make them feel special because you're not out here dating multiple people, right? So you don't need to voice those things. Obviously, you go on a date with somebody new or you meet someone new and you gauge them in your head. And maybe you talk to your girls or you talk to your boys about them, and maybe you say to your group, I'm going to take it slow. I'm not going to give all of myself yet. But you don't say to the person, I'm not giving you everything until you show me this. Like you've put a marker on it or criteria needs to be hit. These are like unspoken things. And it kills the mood as well. Like just go with the flow. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. And if it does, it does. But I think that if you're if you decide to take a woman on a date, then you should treat her nicely. Like, basic human respect is not saying to her, I ain't treating you like a princess until you do X, Y, and Z. That's all mad. I don't know, man. People are not being raised right these days, so. But that's just how I behave. And don't get me wrong, I've been burned before when I've gone on dates with girls and I've treated them really nicely, and then they've been like really like rude to me or whatever. It happens, but I don't think I should lower my standards or behavior just because I encountered some pricks.
But then that's what makes a lot of guys not want to treat women nicely, because they're traumatized by the ones that they did treat nicely and got done dirty by. So then it makes them not treat the right ones right.
Well, traumatized is an extreme word. If you're getting traumatized and you've got bigger problems, I can understand getting in your feelings. Everybody does, but I think it's okay to, like, everyone gets upset, but you have to take a step back. And to me, it says more about a man than it does about a woman, because I don't think our personality should waver that much because of what a woman did to you. I think that it's okay to get upset. Everyone gets in their feelings, but I don't think your personality should waver and then you take it out on the next woman. It happens. You encounter shit people. If you take the experience of one woman and then you say, fuck these bitches, and you just start treating them all badly. And by that same token, I hear so many girls who go out with guys that you can see are idiots. The writing is on the wall. They'll go out with them and then they'll base that bad experience on everything that they come into contact with. Men ain't shit. Men give me the ick. You people are all stupid. You're all dumb. If your personality was unwavering and you believed yourself and who you were, then you wouldn't let the experiences of somebody completely shape how you see a whole other gender. You just understand that I went out of a bad person. They didn't treat me the way I wanted to be treated, but there's somebody else out there better for me. Or you can just turn into a prick and die alone. It's up to you.